Hello friends, thanks for watching. In this video, I would like to show you the while loop. So the while loop is very similar to the for loop, except that for the while loop, you do not know beforehand how many times you want the code to loop. You see, for the for loop, you have to know beforehand how many times to loop because that is defined in your range. But for the while loop, you set a condition so that as long as the condition is satisfied, the code will continue to loop. So in theory, you could loop forever. So the best way for me to show you the while loop is to give you an example. Okay, so I have written some simple code. So here I said starting number equals to 3. And then I have a while loop that says while starting number is greater than 0, colon. That means that as long as this condition is met, the nested code will always execute. So you see the nested code is just 2 lines. Okay, so right now starting number is 3, which is definitely greater than 0. So we will execute this code now. So it says print starting number. Okay, so it will print the number 3 to the screen. Then the next line says starting number equals starting number minus 1. So from a mathematical point of view, this doesn't make sense because if you minus starting number from both sides, you get 0 equals negative 1, which doesn't make sense mathematically. But from a coding point of view, this line makes perfect sense because when you have an equation in coding, what you're doing is you are assigning a value from the right side to the left side. So you always start from the right side. So if we look at the right side, what is the current value of starting number? It is 3. So you have 3 minus 1, which is 2. So the number 2 gets assigned to the left to starting number. So essentially what you're doing is you are decrementing the value of starting number. You are saying, let the new value of starting number be equals to its current value minus 1. Okay, so starting number it now becomes 2. So now that we've reached the end of the nested code, you go back to your beginning of the while loop and you see if you will execute again, if you will loop again. So is starting number still greater than 0? Well, the answer is yes, it is. So we execute the code again. So we will print the current value of starting number. So we print 2 to the screen. And then now the new value of starting number is equals to its existing value minus 1. So it will be 2 minus 1. So new value is 1. Okay, so we go back to the beginning of the while loop and we see if the condition is still met. Starting number greater than 0. So right now it's 1, so yes, it's met. So we execute the code again. Print the current value of starting number. So we print 1. Then the next line says starting number is equals to its existing value minus 1. So it will be 1 minus 1, which will be 0. Okay, we go back to the beginning of the while loop. Is the condition still met? The answer is no, because 0 is not bigger than 0. That means we escape the while loop. Okay, so that's it. So when we run this code, all we should see on the screen is 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we see 3, 2, 1. Okay, everyone, that's it for this video. If it was of value to you, then please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.